So the next lookup plugin that we are going to explore is fileglob. What is this about? Well, the fileglob lookup plugin can be used to iterate over a list of files according to a globbing pattern. And that's indeed very convenient. If you use fileglob on a star between single quotes, then it will provide a string of comma-separated values for all files in the output. And that allows you to work with wildcards. I mean, have you ever tried to use the copy module to copy files according to a wildcard pattern? That's not really going to work. And that is why this fileglob lookup plugin can be useful. Now, to force the lookup plugin to return a list of values instead of a string of comma-separated values, use the query keyword instead of lookup. Do remember, most lookup plugins can be used using lookup or query. So query fileglob will do what you want to do. And in the output, you will see that it is a list because the data is encapsulated by brackets. Let's have a look at a couple of examples. So the first example is fileglob string. And in fileglob string, you can see it's quite a simple example. It's testing fileglob using debug, and the message is using lookup fileglob on .star in the current user home directory. Notice that the indentation is weird, but there is nothing against using 10 spaces or even more in the indentation as long as you're consistent. So I feel this urge to fix it, but really that's not necessary. Let me show you Ansible playbook on fileglob string.yaml. And there we go. We have a string value. So this is a comma-separated string with all files in just one string. That might not be what you want to do, because it's a little bit difficult to work with values in that way. And that is why we also have fileglob list. And you can see it's completely the same, but this time we are using query instead of lookup. And if you run it, fileglob list.yaml, then this is what we get. And as you can see, one file, each file is listed independently. Why is that? Because we are looping over them after all. And the loop this time is working successfully because it's a list. And you need lists if you want to loop. We have just looked at the fileglob basics. Let's dig a little bit deeper and talk about using fileglob with wildcards. So the thing is that the Ansible copy module does not support wildcards. That is so inconvenient. And if you want to fix that, you can use the fileglob filter in a loop to present this wildcard functionality. Do keep in mind though that this is not recommended for copying many files, as for every single file the copy module will be called. So it will be a lot of work, but it will work, and I will show you how exactly. So for this demo I have two demo files, wildcard copy1.yaml and wildcard copy2.yaml. What are we doing in wildcard copy1.yaml? Well, we are trying to copy test files. So test files should be existing in the current user home directory, mkdir /test files. And let's use touch /test, that should be a tilde, /test files, file 1 up to 100.txt, ls on /test files, and there you can see I just created 100 files. This is a convenient way to indicate a range. And what happens if you use Ansible playbook on wildcard copy1.yaml? Well, we can see that the copy module did not like this very much. It's telling us could not find or access test files star. So that's not working, and that is because we are using the wrong approach in this file. Let's have a look at wildcard copy2. And in wildcard copy2, we do use the right approach. So loop is used over query fileglob. Fileglob is working on all files in test files, and that makes sure that they can be copied over one by one. So the loop is producing a list of files, Query is how you produce a list. And this list of files is what we are defining in the loop variable. And next item is used to iterate over them one by one. Let me also show you that this works, but you need to be patient. As you can see, it's going there one by one, so it will be busy for the next 2 minutes or so doing so. So here we are, 2 minutes later, we've got the result. So again, it works, but it's not perfect if you need to go over lots of files. Do remember the synchronize module to work with lots of files.